fraternity who has been supporting this cause, and my colleagues from our global team who have been very kind enough. I know when I was talking to Chris yesterday evening, and they even don't have 5 minutes of spare time. So I said, okay, we take this thing. I will probably give you a treat next time when you feel try to do some tourism also with your agenda. But thank you again for supporting us and really encouraging us to take this forward. And personally, I believe that this subject is much more important for a country called India. I think there are a lot of things happening in India, but the impact at the grassroots level is organization like you, and we are committed to sport. Our global team is committed to sport. That will make a big social change. You know, today, while I have asked my team that when we are taking targets of 40% recruitment, that let's not recruit only in metros. I want to go to tier 2, tier 3 cities, where we will, all those girls which are supported by NGOs like them, and when they have educated, when we bring them into the mainstream life, mainstream activities, mainstream business, they will be stars one day. And many of us has that kind of history in men thing. You talk of the many leaders which are business leaders today in India, they are probably at one point of time lived in those tier 2, tier 3, and there was opportunities given to them. I think the next 10, 15 years, this is what probably the women workforce, which is almost 50%, for India, with skill development initiative of our present Prime Minister, and we are supporting that also in a big way, we will make sure that in 10 to 15 years to come, the balance of workforce which we have will become biggest strength for India. So thank you once again, and wish you a great conference in the today and tomorrow's day. Thank you.
Friends, can we give a standing ovation to our winners? Both the winners, please. Thank you. So now we have 3 minutes with us before we go for the tea break. Congratulations once again to both the winners. Thank you so much, Chris, for joining us here as our chief guest and the keynote speaker. Your presentation was very deep thoughts were presented in very simple words. And that only comes when you live that life. Yeah. No big jargons, no big data, no big... Of course, it has to be substantiated by whatever you are saying. We really liked it. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
To do the honors, I'll request Mr. Kamal Singh to present a small memento on behalf of the participants and the organizers to Ms. Krish Leong, please. Let's hear for Ms. Krish Leong. Anilji, you must be a hard taskmaster. Otherwise, 40% of recruitment to be done, and if you think about hiring, if you think about development, if you think about leadership commitment, if you think about supporting policies, if you think about societal commitment, if you have made such a big impact in 9 months, hats off to your team. Excellent.
Thank you.
I'll request Mr. Kamal Singh to present a memento to Mr. Anil Chaudhary as a token of our respect. Now Ms. Rachna Mukherjee, 10 years, 11 years, whichever organization you work for, one of the topics whether it was IBM, whether it was Microsoft, before that, after that, now here in Schneider. Yeah. So she is the one who will always be in diversity in the workplace. Whether it's a part of the job, thought process of the leadership is all secondary. It's there in her mind, it's there in her action, and the way she has led this conference, talking to all the speakers, sitting for all the programs, how it's going to be designed, talking to Deloitte, talking to NHRDN, almost every day in addition to her full-time job, supported by Niharika, Meenal. Then we have friends like Sandeep, Rahul, Pooja. Wonderful team. It was a privilege and a pleasure to work with your team, Rachna. Thank you so much. We are really proud of this association, in fact. I'll request Kamalji to present a memento to Rachna. Rahul, we have not forgotten you. We know the kind of hard work you have done. Mitali, I can see you there in the audience. Thank you. Friends, the resource persons who you will interact, you have seen a glimpse here in the inaugural session. We'll have a full day here and then half a day tomorrow. And I ensure you, if you'll have asked questions during the program and after that, you will really add something to yourself, your professional outlook and your views. It will be definitely enriched in coming 1.5 days. So thank you all the resource persons who are there in the hall or who will be joining us later. Thank you indeed. This beautiful hotel, you can see it looks like we are in some European country. So thanks to ITC. And last but not least, all the participants in the companies which are represented here. We would like to thank you for being here with us, and our own team which is led by Nalin, Nisha, Megha. We have our Bangalore chapter team. I can see Ranjan here, Charles. Thank you so much for joining us here. With this, we break for tea and we'll join us back here 11 for the next session. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, no, yeah, I think